Hey guys, it's JR here, and I'm making this video both for future me, who is a forgetful fucker, and for any of y'all who don't keep up to date on the experimental branch of Lomat. Lomat, or the Land of Mist and Trails, currently lets you talk to and recruit some simple NPCs to kill horribly. You can go hunting with them for really no reason at all, there's not really a benefit. And you can travel between various cities. I still need to let you actually drop the NPCs off at their goal locations, but clearly letting you guys torment and kill them first was a priority. So what we have here, let me refresh real quick, just get you the full experience. And by refresh, I mean, okay, that took a while. We're going to do a lot of optimizing passes, so that's definitely stuff on the to-do pile, but... So the first city we have is just called City 2. It's not procedural, it's completely, handcrafted. And so the point is there's going to be a mix of procedural and handcrafted elements all throughout this game. So we can look through our NPCs. We've got some that are just sort of generic we already have recruited. They've got animations. Like this one's super energetic because he's got a lot of health. Versus this one's listless and he goes slower. So we can talk to NPCs that are currently in town. Like, there's going to be a better way to indicate, this is not a party member, etc. Like, they're going to look different. So we can be like, oh, hey, well, tell me about stuff. And we can recruit this guy. And we see, they want to go to St. Cedargard. Since they're not one of the test NPCs, they have an actual goal. And, coincidentally, St. Cedargard is the nearest town. You see it's got that little news symbol because we've never been there before. So one thing the travel has over the current non-alpha version is it's got events. It's got, like, you're actually going to St. Cedargard. So right now we've got this whole disease system. So they get quilt dizziness, which will probably kill them. No, they keep getting cured. The hope is they die before we get to St. Cedargard, because I want you guys to see what the tomb... There we go! We got the tombstone mechanic. So I'm going to do a usability pass on this, but we got the alpha going, where it tells you their name, it tells you what they died of, and then you get to just say some shit. So for example, you could say, the bird killed... etc., etc., etc. And the point for this is we want it to be something you can share online with other people, giggle snort, secrets, just sort of memorializing your favorite NPCs, whatever you want. But we wanted it to be sort of like fridge magnet poetry rather than, write your own shit. So once you accept their grave, you can see it shows up on screen, but we arrived. The goal is you'll just see those tombstones as you're traveling. You'll be able to click on them and see what they say. And they can be your NPCs, people online. They could be, baked in giggle snort, tombstones, that kind of thing. So, the absolutely useless hunting minigame. You can shoot shit. Those caterpillars, they squeak, because you're not actually supposed to be killing them. They're cute. We're gonna have problems if you kill them. So you might notice, like, there's a duck ant, there's a duck caterpillar. It's almost like there's some sort of mechanism by which you can chuck something into something else, and then all the enemies will look like that thing. Gosh, I wonder if we know of any existing bears that exist. And if we know about a bear and what game it's from, what's the duck? Ooh. That'll all be giggle snorted. Really the only feature I want to show off right now is the bot, the guide bot. He plays the game himself. I'm very proud that he knows how to kill. He will often spend a long period of time killing things. I'm not going to claim he's a good shot, but sometimes the murder throws are very strong. He went from killing to deciding to kill again. So one important thing about the bot is he's both going to help me test, just like AB helped me test with SpurbSim. So, wow, he really wants to kill. I love this. Okay. But in addition to killing, he's going to do things like travel, talk to NPCs, recruit them. Just, anytime I deploy, I can just run the bot real quick and be like, okay, is everything mostly working? There he goes. He wants to go to Hot Pink Guard, which... That's the most Viking town of all, I'm pretty sure. Wyan can confirm later. But the bot's also going to be a gameplay feature. Like, what's more void than not being able to play the game yourself once you're high enough level, you know? But, that's really the current state of the game. There's a murder bot in it, like all of my favorite things. Oh, there we go. He's going to talk to the NPCs. I guess he doesn't want to recruit anyone, though. Really, going forward, I need to let you have the NPCs get dropped off. That's important. They're not just for killing, I know. We need to have more finalized city graphics. Right now it's all placeholders. You may have noticed it looked a little weird on that previous land. Probably want some sort of mist effect for the hunting minigame too. I really didn't finish that. And then we've got... sorry, Guidebot, we're not going to go to Viking Guard, as great as that sounds. We're going to go to this test page real quick. I need to finish integrating with... So it's going to make a couple diseases, whatever. You can look at them. Look at Sneezing Blister. That sounds terrible. And then we've got some fake town names. But the important thing I'm going to show you guys is this is the new animation engine. So what it does is it takes a... Instead of GIFs, it's going to be a set of frames. It will procedurally color the ghost, and it'll give them little hats. That's my hat. That's why it's not synced very well. Wyan's going to actually do things that make sense. But the point is, we can have NPCs that are much more mix and match than you would think. There we go, see? And they flicker at first because the animation engine's got some glitches. But once they're rendered, they're rendered. So you see they can be any color. I think they were pink before, whatever. Now they're purple and green. So we can really go to some weird bullshit, and there are very specific reasons why we are designing NPCs to be procedural, despite the fact that we had a whole contest to have people name and write for specific NPCs. But that's something you'll have to figure out later. I think that's really the majority of what I wanted to show you guys today. I'm really hoping we can get the alpha version out a couple months, maybe? It's hard to tell because I've got the jorb. Really, that's it. Thanks for listening.